put your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 4, 5, 6, 8, I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell me that you love me too. Or just give me a clue. Give me a clue. We're just children. We're just children. Children, children. One, two, three, you put your eyes on me. 5, 5, 6, and my feelings are mixed. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the signs. 10, kiss me in the rain. 1, 2, 3, you're too blind to see. 5, 5, 6, 8, I'm taking the risk. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children. Children, we're just children. Play with me, I'll play with you. I just want us to be true. Tell me that you love me too. Or just give me a clue. Give me a clue. We're just children. We're just children. Children, children. see. 5, 5, 6, that I'm taking the rest. 7, 8, 9, I just follow the line. 10, kiss me in the rain. Children, we're just children.
Hello and welcome to another fantastic week of Formula One racing here on SLR. We pride ourselves on delivering top on-track action such as overtakes.
Oh, Danny on the inside, sorry, Danny on the inside.
And of course, where would we be without some crashes and drama?
Pace around this track.
Oh, and spinning is Canopus. That's his microlander up the inside. No, Danny.
And lots more. What started out as a fun idea quickly developed and grew into one of the most influential and recognizable online F1 leagues across the F1 platform. Every new season saw more and more big names join the roster, all battling harder and harder to claim the coveted SLR title. This season will be like no other before it, the strongest lineup we have ever seen. Old champions rejoining to battle the new top dogs of SLR. All of the tiers in SLR are fielding their respective strongest to date, with much to fight for and achieve. But if you have come to witness Titans battle Titans, well, you've come to the right place. Welcome to Tier 1.
Hello, Timo. Hello, everyone. Yeah, we got some drivers here. We got 15 drivers, as it turns out, which is good. We have a couple of drivers. In fact, one driver I think making their debut, which is Def. We have, we got Jensen in chat. We got some support for Jensen in chat, which is good. Welcome along. And oh, is that him? Is that? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. He was definitely doing time trial before the race. I did see that. Yeah, I did see that Mariam was saying that he's going to overtake Jensen on around the outside in turn 3 on lap 1. So we'll see if that happens. Be fun if it does. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, he did he bailed out of it basically after sector 2. So he did a slow last sector, and I think he's doing another lap. Crystals goes across the line with a 33.8, which isn't a great lap either. I think something like that. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure. I did Chief and Sneller earlier this week. I think 30s is what we'll see. I don't know about low 30s, but certainly 30s. Copy's about to cross the line. He does a 31.0, so that's a bit more like it. That's the sort of time we're going to be looking at. Yep, good stuff from Marion. That's a good lap from him. So he goes into second place on the grid. We got, I think, Def about to complete his first qualifying lap, and it's a little bit of a struggle through the last couple of corners. Across the line he goes, and a 38.0, so he's got some work to do. I was thinking about I was sort of you know, I was waiting for some sort of opportunity to make a joke like that. That was a good one though. That was a good one. I'm impressed. It certainly is. We got who else have we had cross the line? We got Fox, who's done a 31.8. And yeah, we're just waiting for some more lap times. Tipsy is out there as well. Crystal's, I should mention, won the Tier 2 race yesterday. So he's quick around here, albeit with Lion in Tier 2. It's very comfortable soft medium. I think I'm desync with crystals, by the way, which is unfortunate. So yeah, I'll probably. Oh, we can't. What? We can't hear Timo. We can't hear Timo. Says the stream. Oh, that means they missed the deaf joke. Oh no. Oh no. They missed the deaf joke. Thank you for telling us, Joel. Thank you for pointing that out. We had no idea. Oh dear. You definitely have your own mic up all the way, or like up some of the way. Ah, okay. Timo trying to fix his audio, folks. Keep yeah, we'll keep
He might be called deaf, but I think Meepo will want to call him blind. There you go, now you got the joke. I think now... Hello! I am here as well. Well, actually, I'm not. Tara is
nice of you. Oh no.
Tara is
Okay.
giving
Oh,
into
never
the
mind.
voices.
Oh, good
So
grief. Okay.
he's just started his own stream and talking to no one, pretending I'm here. It's really... yeah.
Good luck from Julius. He's gone P4. While Timo gets to Timo wrestles with this.
No, I think
he's back.
I am
says
back.
Joel.
I'm back.
He
I'm
says
back.
he's back.
Yeah,
there
I
he
know
is.
I'm back.
Alright.
I was just saying I was never here. It's all your
Oh, okay.
imagination. You're giving into the voices. No, I hope schizophrenia Timo commentates well. And Tipsy's in 5th. Let's go. The old
That is
man's
a
got
good
a
lap
few
from Tipsy.
tricks up his sleeve, I guess.
Yeah, he is very, very old, Tipsy.
like-
Extremely old.
Oh no, it's that again. Oh,
He's
no.
he's 1 day older than I am, which obviously is very old.
True.
That's much older than me.
How old
So,
do you consider yourself to be older? Or does the line just magically always move 1 day?
Yeah. I mean, you know, the generational line, as it turns out, is March the 4th, 1985, and Tipsy was born then, and I was born on March the 5th.
That makes a lot
completely
of
different
sense.
generation.
Actually
Yeah,
makes
exactly.
a lot of sense. Ask, I don't know, ask your teachers about it, ask your professors about it, it makes sense. It is. that is how science works. Oh no. And as it turns out, no matter how old you are, the one generation is always old, the other one is always young, even if you turn 80. It's a miracle, really. Anyways, we've got a very serious session on our hands here. As, actually, it's an outlap.
Come on, Jensen, says Dirk in chat, which is good because he's just done a lap. He's done a 31.7. He can, I'm sure, go faster than that. But that is a time that he's put on the board at least.
Man, I'm so sad about all of the exposition I gave the viewer to this race that was missed due to my OBS deciding it doesn't want to have anything to do with my microphone.
Yeah, we'll never hear that that deaf joke again. It's
I
it's
literally
very
made it
unfortunate.
again, but it's fine.
Oh yeah, you did, yeah, but you know.
And to say you'll never hear a joke again that I made once is very naive, as if I wasn't gonna recycle it 5 times. Very naive. No. But yeah, I was talking about how Jensen drives best when he doesn't practice, or at least we think so, because he never practices, so how could we know? Yeah, we'll see what we get out of him. He's probably got one more run in himself, he's warming up to this track, he knows which way the turns go, probably, and yeah. Also, Copy is he's just hard-gapping everyone right now.
Yeah, he's apparently the only one who's done any practice. But
Well.
as usual, Copy putting in a very good performance. Crystal's going third actually with a 31.4 by the looks of it. Yeah. So good stuff from Crystals, but yeah, very good lap from Copy. 30.6 is extremely fast.
Yep, and now he might need to get out of the way of a Mercedes. No, that's Julius. He's on an outlap, so he has. So Copy doesn't need to worry about blocking anyone here. I wonder what's gonna happen to Etnik. He is sitting on a 33.3, and I'm sure he'll want to improve on that massively. He's almost 3 seconds adrift his teammate, who he usually is able to fight. So I'd imagine more from him, more will come from him. We'll keep an eye on it. Def also on another outlap, so he'll try and improve on that. Surely he's got massive amounts of time on the table on his 38.0, but you know, if there's a car to set those times in, it is the Haas, so he is, you know, he is kind of doing the expected there. Is that the Schumacher? Okay, no, but I think it's supposed to look like a Schumacher helmet as well. Wait, is he driving on a keyboard?
That's very possible. That's very possible. Let's have a look. Is he driving on a keyboard?
I don't, but the inputs look weird. No,
Yeah,
they've gotten
no,
better.
They're not keyboard inputs. They're not keyboard inputs. He might be driving on a pad.
Probably pad. Okay. I mean, you can just ask him afterwards in chat. Chief, as we say, he improves. And
I thought Chief wasn't racing. He said his arm was dead because he got a COVID booster today. But apparently it's given him superpowers, and he's in P9.
Yep.
So 31.8 from
The
Chief.
kinetic arms give him a better grip on the steering wheel. That's,
Yeah. But it's the
totally
5G reception that gives him all of the info he needs.
He just gets the telemetry loaded into his brain.
Oh, Julius has crashed.
I mean, what do you think? Why they call it the booster shot? I don't know.
Julius has crashed in sector 1 somewhere, so
That is unfortunate.
he is out of the session, but he's put a good time in, a 31.4. I'm actually gonna disconnect and rejoin the session. Should I? I don't know if I should. Because last time I tried to do that, I got kicked out and couldn't get back in. So maybe I'll not do that.
Okay.
Maybe that's not such a great idea. I'll have to live with the
That's fine.
desynced crystals. You'll have to tell me where he is.
Yeah, we'll do some radio work on that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. The real question I have now, does Chief improve his position by 1 for every COVID booster? Or because he's 9th now, can he stay there? Is it worth it? I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
maybe he just gets one every week, and then by the end of the season he's world champion. You know? It's,
We'll call up the NHS. We've got a client for them, a customer. I mean,
no Icewind says so. Yeah, Icewind is actually on vacation. He is in the glorious United Kingdom, having a fun time down in London. Although probably not that much fun given that there are a few restrictions
that
now.
it's down in London. Yeah.
Well, that too, yeah. But he is having a fun time, and he'll be back next week for
Potentially.
Singapore.
Yep. Yeah. So, no Icewind, unfortunately.
So 2 minutes left in
yeah.
this session. Copy still has a ridiculous lead, to be
Yes.
frank. He has certainly been putting his homework in here at Sochi. He's got 7/10 on the whole field. Marian is P2 with a 31.3, and then Crystals and Sunny and Julius and Fox all very close to each other.
Yeah, and I think I'm gonna watch the final run of Etnik because, I mean, either it is a great lap and he puts himself right up there close towards his teammate, or he doesn't, in which case he'll probably be able to identify the mistakes. So, I would like to see what goes on in his session. Him still being in P13 does not seem quite right to me, and I'd like to see what happens. Dragon also, of course, I'm a broken clock. Dragon does not like to do qualifying, because why ever? So, yeah, he'll do the last to first, which gets exponentially easier the less drivers there are. So, yeah. We'll see about that.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
My clock seems to be wrong because it says there's a minute left in the session for me, but I look at the stream and there's 2 minutes left in the session. So,
Well, the stream has immense delay. It doesn't. It's 1:47.
yeah. So yeah, my stream is delayed by about 3 seconds, in fact, and my clock is wrong by over a minute. So you know,
Amazing.
just F1 game things.
F1 game good. Look pretty tidy through 1 and 2 from Etni. I mean, you can't really lose time through turn 1 unless you don't know how to use a steering wheel. But turn 2 was good. And 4 also really nice on the inside. Doesn't get unsettled at all. Really close to the sausage curb, and he continues that trend. This looks very good from Etnik. I would be surprised if he wasn't able to improve majorly on his time. And just as I say that, I see that he is indeed up in Sector 1 with a purple one. And... Oh no! Etnik!
Oh dear, that's a big mistake from Etnik.
And it's...
He's gone all the way around, and that I think is to the end of his qualifying session. I don't think he can get back to the line, and maybe he can. It's going to be very close. He's trying to...
Yeah, he can.
I guess he's trying to go as quickly as possible.
He can, but his tires won't like it. But then again, if there's a track where you can drive with 1 tires, it's Russia, because they're not going to pick up any more where it's Russia. So, yeah, he will make the line, I'm sure. But relatively close, I think like 10 seconds at the end
Yeah,
of it.
something like that. He's cutting across a couple of chicanes, although not too badly, but certainly... Don't know if that will be something that we'll have to have a look at, but he won't mind. He'll get to the line in plenty of time.
Fox and Meepo behind him, probably also just about are gonna make the line. I mean, Etnik is across now, and 5 on the clock. Meepo makes it through, so he'll be able to try and improve on his lap. He's currently sitting in P12, so that is something he will need to improve on. Fox is on the hunt. He only needs to improve a little bit, only half a tenth, and he could find himself in P3, which would likely be one of his best career qualifying results. So there's a lot on the line for Fox as he cuts as close to the inside of the very long third turn here at Russia, as 4 also looks really nice. His car is very planted. I'm impressed. Looks good. Gonna go to Etnik and see what he is doing. If he's
about to cross the line, I'm pretty sure Marian is improving here. He's going to cross, and he goes 31.0, so P2 pretty comfortably for Marian. El Sunny as well about to cross the line. Jensen with a 31.1, so he goes P3.
Man, Marian will have to have a howler of a start if he wants to overtake Jensen around the outside, but...
it could happen. It could happen.
And here
Jensen
Etnik, Copy is helping his teammate to beat Copy. as he gives some massive slipstream there. It's gonna be like we showed that copy guy if Etnik does get pulled out of this with the teammate cooperation. Is a Williams 1-2 on
I'd
the
be
cars?
impressed if it's possible, just because I imagine this lap is pretty conservative. Yeah, he gave the curb a lot of respect there in the penultimate corner, did Etnik, but he's going to cross the line, and maybe it is good enough.
my
Wow, it's
God!
easily good enough.
Very
A
conservative there.
30.3, yeah, wow. A very impressive lap from Etnik. We've come to expect those down the years,
Yep.
but that was very good.
Yeah. And we see that COVID boosters work health-wise, but they don't make you faster at F1 as Ocean Chief finishes 10th.
P10 for Chief.
I was getting my
That's what we like
hopes
to
up,
see.
but no, Tipsy comes in and, steals it.
Well, that's a battle we're going to have to keep an eye on. The whole race, it's going to be Tipsy versus Chief round, I don't know how many rounds it is actually, it's quite a few though.
We're in the way into the double digits. The Battle of Ireland has been going on since, like, I don't know, 2S season 1 actually.
Probably season 1, yeah.
Yeah, they're both OGs.
Yep.
And we get a check Williams 1 and 2, and then we get a triple threat of Dutchmen with Marion, Jensen, and Sonny. Then another Czech driver of Fox, who did not. Oh, he did actually manage to improve, but not quite enough. With a 31.3, beats Crystals, who at the end tumbles down to 7th, and Julius, and then the Battle of Ireland. Actually, pretty close to the rest of the field. Just the two Williams are top, seem very way above the rest, and then we've got a pretty solid front midfield, honestly, and that should be exciting at Russia. It is not as atrocious for racing in the game as it is in real life, because Dirty Air is only I don't know. It is not real. Okay, it's a conspiracy. That's what I'm trying to say. There are mysterious whispers going around that Dirty Air exists, but it's just all wrong.
Yeah, like most things in Russia, it is a conspiracy.
What?
And yeah, no dirty air. Well, there is some, but there's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot. So we get ready for the start of this race. I'm hoping that the desync issues don't mean that we have to restart the lobby or anything, but we seem to be okay.
The Russian air is clean. There is no dirty air here. I'm trying, okay?
Very good, very good.
Thank you. I'm never gonna do an accident broadcast again. I'm probably 50% offending people with being like stereotype, like with just doing stereotypes, and the other 50% are offended because it's just a bad impression. But that's fine. Can't even do a German impression properly. If I try.
Oh, why would Copy give him Slipstream? So they're teammates, those two, and they've been working as teammates the whole year. Etnik and Copy have been doing that the whole season. So that's why even though Etnik could beat Copy there, they still work together and give each other Slipstream.
Yeah, I mean, Copy claims he does not like Bottas, but he, I mean, no, he's doing a really good impression of it. Also, when he was teammate to Hugo, he's gonna watch the broadcast and kill me now. It's fine. I mean, he knows it's a compliment when it comes from me because I like Bottas. So I can call other people Bottas and it's not an offense, but unless they take it. No. It's gonna be interesting to see how, or if they can gap the field. And then honestly, just the Dutch brawl. I imagine it's gonna look like more like a bar fight than like a strategical race. I think they're just. I mean, we all know they are like friends for a long time on sim racing, and I imagine they're just gonna try and show each other, look what I can do, and we'll be able to witness that. So expect some explosive driving out of Marion, Jensen, and Sonny. Hopefully only figuratively and not literally, because that would be a shame. Also because then I'd have to listen to Terra complaining about safety cars, and yeah. And Fox,
I think the likelihood is that there will be some safety cars today.
Yeah,
I don't think I'm going out on a limb by saying that.
You've already accepted it. Which stage of grief are we in? Oh, it's actually the fifth one. Acceptance is the last one. We've done it, boys. It's character. How do you say it? Character evolution? Character development. There you go.
Yep, absolutely. Why isn't Jensen uploading on YouTube? Yeah, he's I know he's busy at the moment.
Yeah, he's like, I think
got a job and
he's,
stuff.
yeah, he's like, I think he was doing job interviews and a whole lot of stuff, and also the motivation with F1 game is like he always wants to go more into sim racing, like iRacing and ACC and stuff, but then he doesn't find the time. That's basically why.
Yeah. But certainly with the Mercedes now in iRacing, I think we might see something like that from him at some point.
Yeah. He has. I mean, he has changed away from SLR adminship because he wants to do more sim-related stuff. So there are movements. I'm afraid. I'm afraid that doesn't mean he's gonna like load this or next week. But he is alive and well, and still racing. And I hope that we're gonna be able to say the same about him after turn 1. Or rather turn 2 at Russia. I hope we can say that about any driver, because right now we are stalled on the grid and okay! Crystals did load in, we have got 5 red lights. And we go green at Russia, and it looks like a pretty good start from Etnik there on the outside. Actually, Copy already put what is going on? Come on, guys! The back of the grid has completely crashed, and Etnik gets a really good getaway. No, Copy gets a good getaway, is already ahead of his teammate. Then we've got the 2 McLarens. Jensen gets completely swamped, and now he gets squeezed between Tipsy and everyone's round. McKenda's face, that's not the right way. I don't know what to call about that start. Everyone is just dying. We've got a side-by-side between Tipsy and Jensen. Jensen looking to make up some positions after that. A bad getaway behind him. Crystal's also doing the same, not going well for the Ferraris, and now Jensen in a block of 4 Dutchmen trying to make up some ground up front. Etnik has taken the lead from Copy again, I didn't notice. But yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, Etnik and Copy having a very good start there, and the 2 McLarens behind them as well, Mari and Sunny. That was good stuff from those 2 as well. My desync Crystals has just been passed by Tipsy. That's not where Crystals actually is though. And Chief and Fox behind. So yeah, good start from the Williamses. They'll be, I think, wanting to get away as much as they can. Certainly Etni, if he can make a break here, if he can get out of DRS in these first 2 laps, he'll really want to do that, because if you can get out of DRS, you have to really
Dragon sending one on Crystals here, and he does get the position. So Crystals, after his bad start, it only goes worse, and over the course of the first lap he drops down to P11 now, not even in the top 10 on those soft tires, so not going well for him at all. Tipsy is pulling towards the inside. He is gonna get a new front wing, and so does Fox. So those 2 unfortunately got themselves caught up in some stuff at the start, and Ocean Chief looks like he's just gonna be a victim to Dragon immediately, because the Alpine is all over his back, and he's gonna execute L plan by sweeping around the outside here. If he gets the run, I don't think he does. He was just going wider, and the tire grip doesn't help there, so Dragon actually needs to stay behind Ocean for a little more. Oh, is he doing the thing? Nope.
He's thinking about it, but not using battery, so not committing
to
Jensen.
it. Jensen gets Julius. Yep. Nice.
Oh, and a big fight there around the outside was Jensen.
Oh,
Julius send one back up the inside.
No.
Oh, and around goes Julius.
Oh, Jensen's
and
off.
into the wall goes Jensen as well.
Good rejoin.
Both of them
oh,
in
no.
a bad way. Neither of them have retired.
Oh my
Jensen
God, Def.
managing to get around, and Julius, I don't know what's happening to Julius. I think he's waiting for him, is he?
Yeah, I mean, that was a weird one. I feel like that's just a racing incident. I feel like they were like about 50% alongside, and then Jensen turned in, and they both crashed. I feel like, I don't know, but
yeah, something like that. Oh, and around goes Julius again with the hot tires.
The call of the 110-degree tires. So,
and in the meantime, Chief's up to P5 because everyone else has crashed. So a 5-second gap now between El Sunny and Chief. And we got the 2 Williamses and the 2 McLarens, and we got Julius retiring from the race. That is an on-track retirement, which usually means, a VSC. Okay.
Wow, don't you like that? Don't you like the change? It's amazing. Great.
I know. It's yeah. We're only going to have 30 seconds of slow cars instead of 5 minutes, so that's good. Unless it goes to a safety car at some point, which it might.
We got 30 seconds of salty terror instead of 5 minutes, and that's something to embrace as well. And yeah, so the VSC shouldn't mean much. I don't know if anyone is gonna get a new set of front wing. Yeah, Jensen will, of course.
Yeah,
we saw him go into the wall hard. I don't know if it...
Well, Tipsy pitting as well.
Can it again?
So, Oh, hang on. No, he's not pitting. Sorry, I just couldn't see where he... What is going on with my camera? My
Tilde!
goodness. Oh,
Tilde gets
Tilde.
himself speeding on the VSC. He's the only one to do so, but that is, of course, terrible news for him. That's gonna cost so much time. I'm actually didn't have the full... There you go. The HUD was not fully there. And yeah, Dragon, his last to first almost looked like a normal qualifying race now, because he is in 6th after just, well, he was there after just 1 lap. He's still there, as he is trying to get past the fossil in the Alfa Romeo. That sounded very mean. I hope he doesn't rewatch. And yeah, he gets Chief, the DRS does the job, and now Dragon, depending on the rest of, like, on his pace in the rest of this race, he might be on for a good finish. Depends how strategy plays out as well. He's gonna be rapid in the latter stages of this on the softs. But for that, of course, for that to matter, he has to stay within a reasonable distance of the top 4 on those medium tires while the others are on softs, and the degradation is so low that those softs are not gonna fall off until, like, I don't know, 10 laps into the race or something. So
Yeah, they are. Apparently, they are treacherous, the old softs, but they're not that much slower. So there's not a huge undercut here in at Russia because the deg is relatively low. So that's going to be good for the soft runners. Chief able to follow pretty comfortably now that he's got DRS, and Dragon gaining a little bit.
No,
as
Marion!
Marion!
He wants
Marion.
to put himself into contention of overtaking Jensen again by spinning round. You'll have to wait half a minute more for Jensen, I'm afraid. But oh no, maybe he's planning on doing that. I don't know what's going on.
That was no. I think
tires.
did he lose the back end there on the way
Yeah.
in? Yeah, with the hot tires. So we'll see. Hopefully, he manages to make this corner, and he does. He's very careful. So Marion rejoins in P6, a little way behind Chief, and Chief up to P5 again because we've had some incidents in the first part of this race. The field is pretty spread.
Yeah. I find it interesting how, like, different the tires reacts to spins across the games, because in F1 I feel like, oh wait, Meepo is going for a move on Def, and the Silverstone P5 finisher executes a pass on the Haas there, so nicely done from Meepo. And what I was gonna say, because Def, that's
Under the wall and losing a front wing is Def. That's unfortunate.
oh, he's not wearing a helmet. That is dangerous. Maybe he was just taking it easy. Maybe he was taking... Oh no.
Oh no.
That is what I was gonna talk about, because in F1, like, your tires just heat up and they become undrivable. You have to, like, not do anything for, like, 30 seconds. And, like, in comparison in ACC, for example, it is, like, they feel fine after a spin, but your pressures are just gonna be wrong for the next 30 minutes. It's like, it's a different type of beast. But here you just have to, I don't know, like, lose an extra 3 seconds just driving very carefully. And now Def did not drive very carefully.
The 5-second speeding penalty as well for Def,
make the joke
unfortunately.
again? No.
Well, yeah, it's if he crashes and loses a wheel at some point, it's
This time.
he will have suffered death.
Oh no!
Yeah,
Oh no!
we got yellows in sector 3. Why is that? Jensen has pitted. Is that that must be something? He's retiring. Yep.
I would show it to you, but I just half fell off my chair after that joke, so I'll have to. Well, okay, it's fine. I just lost so much respect for you. But yeah, so rest in peace, Jensen. Put that time into ACC. That's what I'm saying. He will be driving ACC next Monday, Nations Cup on 2S. Anyways. Shameless
Join
plug.
everyone for that. Absolutely,
Yeah.
that'll be a fun time.
Yeah,
They have been so far.
going to Imola. It's gonna be 3 pit stops in 1 hour, which just makes it very weird. Anyways. That actually sounds like your average F1 league race.
Yeah. Even better, you got pit stops in ACC, but you'd have to sit 3 laps behind the safety car.
I was gonna say, how are you gonna turn this into a safety car reference? How is he gonna do it? He has done it, boys. Let's go.
Well, it is a fun meme. Speaking of memes, Fox and
Meepo!
Tipsy are fighting here for P8, which is always a fun time.
Oh, that is correct, yeah. I just assumed you were gonna talk about Meepo.
No. No, Meepo is... well, Meepo might be a meme, but he's having a very good race.
Yeah,
He's
he
not
is.
crashed yet.
That's why I was thinking you were gonna say, like, you know, he's a meme lord, but he is running in 7th in Tier 1, which is good on him, you know. And he is also well clear of Fox and Tipsy right now, who of course had some damage. And I think the red mist settles now, or sets for Tipsy as he's got Fox in sight, and you know you can't let him run away. Like that's the one trigger that Tipsy has, is like, you know, have to beat Fox.
Yep, absolutely. Those two are going to be fighting, I think, for the rest of the race, which we're here to see. We've got Etnik and Etnik and Copy honestly are just absolutely chilling up there in P1 and P2, 6/10ths apart. Copy's saving battery. Etnik's not really saving battery, but still, he's going to be just fine. El Sunny 2.5 seconds back. Dragon 2.8 back from El Sunny, but Dragon is catching El Sunny on those mediums. So Dragon's got some good pace, and I just wonder if we're going to see a very good drive here from Dragon. Some sort of podium push, maybe even.
I mean, he just needs one mistake out of the top 3, basically. And he could be there, and if that doesn't happen, like, he could just make it happen on the softs in the final stint. I imagine he's gonna run the softs for a long time, probably like... I mean, on this track you can probably run softs, like 13 laps or something? And it could still be good, I don't know.
Yeah, something like that. I mean, your pit window is anywhere from like lap 7 to lap 13 or something silly. So, it's, you can run them a long time. So we'll see what Dragon decides to do, but at the moment he's completely cruising, and he is catching El Sunny quite quickly now.
And I wonder, speaking of cruising, what the top 2 are gonna do, because in qualifying they have always helped each other, right? I mean, we saw the same thing today with the good slipstream that Copy did give to Etnik, but in the races I don't think they've cooperated much, only if like one of them had some massive damage or something, and they are very close with each other. I wonder if that's just like on raw pace, if Copy is keeping up. He might want to contest this later on. You've said it, that Copy is saving battery. Etnik really isn't. Maybe, you know, this could turn into more of a fight for the lead, the Williams Civil War, instead of just a Williams possession.
Yeah, I was watching Fox and Tipsy while you were talking there. Fox very, very nearly binned it in Sector 2. He's obviously pushing pretty hard. Chief pits on lap 7, which is quite early. We'll see what he's doing, putting the mediums on, I have no doubt. And yeah, I think we might see a fight between the two Williamses, honestly. I don't think they're going to have much competition up front. Maybe Dragon will be the competition. But even then, 5.5 seconds back at the moment, albeit with faster tyres at the end of the race for a little while. I don't know if he's quite going to get there.
And Chief's going to come out a little bit behind the other contestant in the Battle of Ireland. Yeah, sorry, I... set the camera there, he dives to the inside, and Fox will just get the cutback right away down the inside and takes that position. Tipsy goes the long distance on the wide line there, and yeah, he does ultimately not gain the place on Fox, but he's shown himself, you know. Yeah, Fox is under pressure, because if he doesn't pick up the pace, then Tipsy's just going to do the same to him every lap, and they're just going to lose time. So Fox needs to make sure Tipsy can't attack him anymore.
Yep, absolutely right. And yeah, Chief is going to be cruising up to the back of the pair of them, I think, on those fresh tyres. So an early stop from Chief.
I wonder if McKenda's gonna try and go to the end, and if it's gonna be fast now. He tacks into Slipstream and is just gonna get an easy move done on Chief. McKenda, don't let yourself be fooled by his position right now. He did not have a very lucky first. Oh no! He undermines my point by going deep. So I'm gonna keep the place though. I don't doubt it. He just needs to outbrake Chief here, and goes the wide way, wheel to wheel fighting between the two of them, but the next one, the apex, belongs to Makenda, and that actually puts Ocean under threat from X Crystals, the new SLR admin, not able to put himself ahead of the godfather of SLR, so...
I'll take your word for it on Crystals. I can't see him, but oh yeah, I can see on stream he's right there. And is he about to pass into turn 1?
Ocean is waving with his DRS. He was opening and closing it.
Nice.
Well, only nice if it was intentional. If you thought that was fast, it is not nice. No. Maybe he's like trying to row the car. It's like,
No, I imagine it was intentional. That's pretty
likely.
funny.
very likely. Yeah.
Fox and Tipsy very close to each other, and they pulled away actually from Makenda and Chief in the last couple of laps. Obviously
Yeah.
got some pace on them.
Yeah, maybe next time someone's chasing Chief, you can go on board with him. We can try and decipher if it's Morse code. He's like, help me.
Oh, and Dragon's caught El Sunny, and El Sunny has a penalty as well.
Oh yeah.
And in fact, El Sunny pits, and so does Etnik up front. So the first of the pit stops from the Williams boys, and also El Sunny pitting on the softs.
Yep, that is indeed what is going on. And now the question is, what will Copy do with this? I mean, Dragon will obviously just continue, but Copy can run way deeper into the stint. He has got a battery to empty, and there's a lot of choices he can make to try and potentially get ahead of his friend and teammate Etnik, TRN, while he is on his outlap. Where does Etnik come out? And he comes out right with Meepo, so there might even be some time loss here, and if Copy is aware of that, he can try and use that to charge away and maybe take the lead in this, you know, be a little bit egotistical? I don't know what the word is. Egoistic, I guess.
Egocentric or something, yeah. Something
Something
like that.
like that.
Oh, Tipsy and Fox fighting big time here in turn one. They're side by side through turn.
Yes!
A little bit of wheel banging. Oh dear, we nearly had a Foxy moment there.
Oi!
As Tipsy does take the position into turn 3, into turn 4 rather. That would have been a fun time.
Man, I would have loved to see the discussions. Does Fox have damage? Because he's
Fox have
understeering
damage.
like crazy.
Yeah, I was just thinking that as well.
Oh, Tipsy, what are you
Yeah, he
doing?
is understanding, and Tipsy understeering a lot as well.
Oh, that is bad damage on Fox.
Do they both have damage? Yeah, do they both have damage? They must have come together pretty hard.
Yep.
Because they're both really struggling.
The Tales of Tipsy Fox, part 33. It just keeps happening. It's always those two. And Copy now pits as well. So we're gonna be able to see how he has done on his in-lap compared to the out-lap of Etnik. And then we'll know who our new race leader is. Where is Etnik? He is just rounding the final corner. And is gonna breeze past the pit wall, and it is not even close. Copy was not able to do anything on this in-lap, and is gonna come out way adrift of his teammate. Fox speeds in the pit lane. I have a feeling he might just retire. I don't know. That's always... Yeah, he's
Often that's
left the
precursor
session.
to retiring. He's left the session without retiring though, so his car's going to circulate a little bit longer by the looks of it.
Yeah, he's waiting for a safety car while getting, I don't know, kebab or something.
Copy's lost a lot of time, and that was I was about to sort of make the point that it doesn't matter very much whether he actually passes Etni unless he gets away from him, because DRS is so strong that they'll bring them back together. But now the gap, and especially with Copy being held up here by Meepo, the gap is going to be big enough that Copy might not be able to make this up before the end of the race. We got yellows in sector 3. That is death.
Meepo opens the door for Copy with a mistake, and we do not get a repeat of Zandvoort. Our Copy, of course, got a little impatient on in a very similar situation. It doesn't happen here, but he's now 3.3 seconds behind Etnik, so I feel like he'll just have to settle for P2 if things go as we expect them to. Meepo.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Meepo comes at him.
Okay.
Certainly got him worried, I'm sure, but displaying some patience and control, some discipline out of Meepo here. And next one to pass Meepo will be El Sonny. I'm sure he can do it. He's got much fresher tires. Should be faster on paper, and we'll see how he navigates them. I just wonder where Meepo is gonna end up in this race. It's probably gonna be the top 10, but like, where?
Yeah, it's an interesting question. I think he'll be there or thereabouts, just because so many people have had incidents in this race already. Makenda is going to try and pass Tipsy here. I think Tipsy has stayed out, so either only a little bit of damage or no damage. Oh no! There's the curse. No damage though, by the looks of it. No visible damage at least.
Leave it.
Makenda and Tipsy still fighting around the long left-hander. Into turn 5 they go. And Makenda with the inside line, leaving space. They're still side by side. They're Tipsy with a little bit of momentum on the exit into 6. And Makenda takes the position. So he's up to P7 and only a couple of seconds now behind Meepo.
Yep. Crystal's getting... Oh yeah, it's my show now because you can't see this. Let's go, Crystals is very close to Tipsy there as both of them get a little bit of a wiggle. And we head to the back straight where of course Tipsy will get the DRS from Makenda, making it much harder on Crystals to get the move done. He is tucked into the slipstream, but it means absolutely nothing. No time gain at all on the straight there as Tipsy is safe for now, but I can see that the pace is a little bit better on Crystals. So you'll likely just get this one.
Yeah, I think he'll probably be passed at some point. He also pace is very good on Etnik, who's just done the fastest lap of the race for the second lap in a row, and is now nearly 4 seconds ahead of Copy, and barring any sort of incident, well, I mean, we're halfway through the race, so I shouldn't say things like that. There's likely to be something happening between now and the end of the race, but Etnik looking very good for this one.
Makenda getting Meepo, and Tipsy following right through. What does Crystals do? Oh my god, Meepo loses 3 places on one straight. Ambitious send from Crystals here, but it is what needed to be done if he wanted to stay close to the backs of the 2 guys ahead. He manages to do so, and you can see the light flashing on Makenda's rear. He's running out of battery. Tipsy is gonna like that piece of information, and Meepo picks up a penalty. And yeah, Crystal's still not passed, but showing himself.
Yeah, and certainly with a good showing in this race. He struggled a little bit at the start, but he's come back very well as Crystals, and now he's tucked up behind both Makenda and Tipsy, and showing that he can make moves as well with that one down the inside into turn 1 on Meepo, which I did see on stream. I didn't see it in the game. But up front, meanwhile, 13 seconds is the gap between Dragon and Etnik, and I think the issue for Dragon now is that he's going to be quite a bit slower every lap than Etnik, probably a second and a half or so. So Etnik, I think, is going to be able to build enough of a gap that Dragon won't be able to catch him on the softs.
This lap, we're gonna get another attempt out of Crystals. No, we're not actually, because that run was not nearly good enough. I'm gonna compare ERS for a second. It's only 5% difference between Crystals and Tipsy, so that is also not gonna bring us the decision in this fight. And this is one of my favorite runs. If as long as Tipsy is second in this train, he's under full control, because he is the one who has someone ahead who doesn't get Slipstream and TRS, and he can use it to defend from Crystals. There's not much Crystals can do. As soon as he gets Tipsy, I imagine he's just gonna get Makenda as well, because he's clearly faster than both of them. But while Tipsy is being a shield, Crystal is certainly gonna feel very, how do you say, powerless.
Yeah, not much he can do. And yeah, you mentioned the battery situation is very similar between the two of them, so that might be a problem for Crystals. Tipsy did make a mistake out of that corner, though. I don't know how close Crystals is.
No.
But, no? Okay.
Absolutely not on this track in general. Marion now navigating Meepo there. Marion has pitted a short time ago. I mean, he is...
So this might be a chance for them, because Marion's going to cruise up, and Marion will be able to overtake even with the DRS train. Going to have a much faster car.
Yeah, that's going to be Spice. That's going to be Spice, because we've got the fastest driver last, and then or the fastest car with the tires as well, and then you get Crystals, who's just a little bit faster, and then you get the 2 who are to be overtaken, essentially. So it just, like, it's a train that should be running in reverse order, and seeing it shuffle into place should be exciting. Tipsy, he does not want to have that happen to him, though, so he's trying to escape into the lead of this train, ambitiously attacking Makenda, not able to pull it off, though. Crystal's barely hanging on, actually, at this point. Barely hanging on is a bit much. It's half a second. Bit of a mistake, and Marion comes ever closer. And yellows for... nothing. Oh, it's dead. Deaf. That was unintentional. Def has has gone round.
Yep, so Def with the hard tyres on, and he'll get to the end of the race, but yeah, needs to keep it pointed in a straight line. He's going to struggle a little bit. Tipsy with a penalty. Oh dear, that's terrible news for him. So he's going to fall behind now, both Marion and Crystals, and also Makenda, who is already behind.
At least it can push a little bit more. I mean, Russia is one of those tracks where it's rough because on and off track basically feels the same in a lot of corners. I mean, there's those with mean curbs and those that are cambered weirdly, but most of them, I think, it's a very flat track. And getting warnings is often just a result of pushing too much. Now, this time, I feel like he might be in trouble. He is not very close to the protecting Slipstream of Makenda, and Crystals is not unloading battery, and they're both catching Makenda. Tipsy with an absolutely insane approaching velocity, and he gets shoved around by Crystals, who can't decide if he wants to take the inside or the outside. He does decide on the inside eventually, and he finally breaks the embargo from Tipsy Bob, who now falls down to 7th. Crystals almost losing it on the traction. There comes Marion in the papaya orange McLaren, and he gets spun round. Oh no, Tipsy, I think he was alongside enough. That is very frustrating for Marion. I would not be surprised if he retired from this race after that, because, oh man, his fresh set of mediums is just going to be wrecked now, and that's frustrating. I can't lie.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's going to probably be okay in the sense that he's going to be able to cruise up to the back of those guys still. He's just behind Meepo at the moment, and he's going to be overtaking, I think, Meepo here. So he's going to get some good points, but yeah, it's been a frustrating afternoon, hasn't it, for Marion, who's had 2 incidents now, 2 sort of fairly major incidents, and has not come off better in any of the scraps that he's been involved in, so he's got work to do again.
Very unfortunate for him. I hope he doesn't lose the motivation. I mean, at least he'll be able to toy a little bit with Ocean Chief. He's got the tire advantage. He's also just a really, really fast driver, and Ocean Chief has a natural gravitational pull towards P10. So of course, Marion's gonna get an easier time, you know, getting him closer to P10. That makes sense. That's how the natural forces work here. And Marion on the inside, the Slipstream, just being enough to make that one happen from far back. Very well done. Up to 8th, 6 seconds to the perpetrator of the last incident that happened, Tipsy Bob. Well, I don't know if perpetrator is the right word. Like, it's maybe... I don't know whose fault it was. It felt like Marion had enough of a car alongside.
Yeah, I didn't get a good angle, honestly, but yeah, I'll take your word for it. Tipsy, unfortunately, as Tipsy runs very wide there in the left-hander, and yeah, Marion's I think going to be cruising up to the back of Tipsy very soon. So I think he will get that position eventually, especially with Tipsy's penalty. Yep.
The question is just, can he get Crystal's Makenda as well? I'm actually surprised how well Makenda's been able to hold Crystals back. Oh my god, well, I'm not surprised. If I keep seeing slides like this out of Crystals, he routinely gets it sideways there, and that won't help him at all. As you mentioned already, Dragoner in the pit lane, then we're gonna see Sonny, and Sonny is well past him, and that is gonna set the stage for the end of this race. 10 laps to go, and Dragon comes out on fresh softs about, what is that, 8 seconds behind Sonny. That should be enough, especially with the penalty of Sonny. The top 2 are probably safe though. Marion gets past, oh well, it's a pit stop from Tipsy Bob.
Yeah, Tipsy, I guess, decided he couldn't go to the end after all on the mediums, so puts the softs on, and we'll go to the end on those.
Oh my
instead.
god! He's throwing, and Nick just got a penalty.
Whoa!
That is a big throw, potentially, because Copy is just... He's just, I don't know, rope jumping with the 3-second line for quite some time now.
Yeah. It's exactly 3 seconds, the gap. Copy has 1 warning. So Etnik's going to have to do this the hard way on track. He's got 1 lap older tyres. And it's going to be a dogfight between the 2 Williamses here, because Copy If he can get up within 3 seconds, he will be in prime position to win this race.
Absolutely, and where's Tipsy come out? Why is he gone for that? Why is he gone for that? I just, I almost had like a tongue twister, but I called it a pitsy stop from Tipsy Bob. Because I was getting the word mixed up, but yeah. That is the most childish thing I've ever said. I'm proud of it, he's gonna like that, I'm sure.
A pitsy stop from Tipsy Bob, that's great.
I don't know,
it's like,
it is atrocious and amazing at the same time. It's like, I almost said it and I almost didn't know if I wanted to bring it up because it is very, very... Oh no!
We lost. Oh, we don't know. Oh no, Tipsy around.
Maybe.
Tires.
Yeah. He's just he's just spinning out of frustration after what we just said. It is grinding his gears, and now he'll have to come out on top in this straight fight with Meepo for P9. Both of them on a 3-second penalty, and it also is a reunion. Look who's behind them. It is. He's disconnected.
It is,
I forgot he's
Fox,
disconnected.
it's
That is less funny than I thought.
That would have been an entertaining one, but yeah, Tipsy is okay for the time being. We got Tilda about 17 seconds or so behind, but it looks like Tipsy might at least get a point from this one. But Chief looks like he might win the battle for Ireland.
Very likely after what just happened to Tipsy there. I just realized that like Foxy versus Tipsy could also be like the title of like a coloring book for children or something. Foxy and Tipsy having fun in Russia, of all places.
You paint the front wing yellow. Yeah. So I'm having fun with desync standings, so I'm not always seeing the times, but Copy is still exactly 3 seconds behind Etnik, and that's certainly the most interesting thing happening in this race at the moment.
Terra, oh no.
8 laps to go.
Tipsy Bob has come in for his pitsy stop, color his tires for the correct strategy. That's a very good introduction. Oh, Etnik, what are you doing?
Again, there's another penalty, my goodness. And El Sunny gets one as well, so Dragon is now absolutely nailed on for that podium. Let's see Dragon's warnings. He's got 1. And yeah, Etnik with how many warnings? My goodness, 4 warnings in the last 3 laps for Etnik. So a lot. Oh, and is that a crash? No, that's a desync crystals. Never mind.
Okay, getting excited there.
Just as I was coming back from the pause screen, I saw a Ferrari spinning, and it was the desync crystals.
The question I am asking right now is, you negative Nancy, where's the safety car?
It's true, we don't have a safety car, which well, I mean, we don't have a safety car yet. There's still a couple of laps that can come out, but
I'm just doing a summoning ritual. Don't mind me. It's fine.
Well, that would certainly spice things up.
Exactly.
That would mean Dragon is in very good position to win this race. Fastest lap of the race from him as well.
Indeed. And that gap is coming down rapidly to everyone else. Those softs do give the necessary grip to just make this track so much easier. I feel like a lot of it depends on mechanical grip in like the 3rd and 4th gear corners, and the tires just make it so much easier. It's beautiful. It's as if you put your car onto rails as soon as you put on the softs. I can even take some of the curbs there, and up front, I mean, Copy just looking in perfect shape to win this race. When has he last won a race?
I don't know. It's I'm sure it was this season. Tipsy does the fastest lap. I'm sure it was this season, but I don't remember.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Etnik, by the way, has picked up 2 more warnings this lap.
What?
So I've been watching his driving, and yeah, he's certainly playing it fast and loose with the track limits. I don't know what's going on, whether he's trying to do the fastest lap or something. But yeah, certainly I wouldn't be surprised if we saw another penalty out of him before the end of this race.
Yeah. Trade offer. I receive fastest lap. You receive race win. That's what's going on here. That point will be very crucial compared to the ones he loses for not winning the race. It is weird. He's I mean, obviously, season 1 has been a long time ago, and I can barely remember what I had for breakfast, so I can't remember season 1 either. But like, was that a thing back then as well with the track? Oh my god! Was that a thing with the track limits back then? Because it just seems in this season he always like is fine for half the race and then just crumbles. I think we've seen it in Hungary, we've seen it here, and I think Spa as well. I'm not sure about that one. Something like that.
Yeah, I don't know, honestly. I don't remember if it was a thing before, but certainly at the moment, I honestly, I kind of get the impression
What is he doing?
He's just kind of bored and is trying to keep his interest in this race.
Well,
by driving as hard as he can. He might lose third. He might lose second place rather to Dragon here though if he's not careful. Dragon 14 seconds behind at the moment.
the track is a padded cell after all. It is very bland.
Yeah. But yeah, 3.6 gap to Copy. He's not going to make up 9, so Copy looks very good for this win.
Yep. I can't wait for iRacing to be like, ah yes, we've added an F1 car, let's scan tracks that are very scannable. Adds Russia and Abu Dhabi. Can't wait.
Could happen.
Yeah, to be fair, iRacing, the average iRacing driver would probably make races here entertaining.
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, iRace is iRacing races.
Oh, and he's out.
Oh, he is properly out of the race.
Yes.
And
Safety
we
car.
do have a safety car. So yeah, get ready, boys. We got a fun time
2
here.
laps.
Doing his level best to make this race interesting.
He is actually like, he is salt mining you, I'm pretty sure.
Well, he, I mean, Copy I think is still going to win, but certainly that's made his job a lot harder. So as far as teamwork's concerned, that wasn't the right move.
No, certainly not. I don't know if he's surely gonna win. I mean, he has the pace.
Because I imagine he pits, right?
Yeah, but then
imagine he
he's,
pits
I mean,
first.
then he's second, but the tire advantage isn't big and he's not getting DRS and Copy. I don't know if he's good at, like, how good he is at overtaking. Always have him in mind as, like, more conservative.
Yeah, maybe. I think if he stays out, though, I mean, because presumably Dragon is going to pit. Dragon's got no one behind him for miles.
Yeah.
So Dragon certainly will pit.
Fair enough, but I mean, if
yeah, I
Copy
don't know.
doesn't, if Copy pits, maybe Dragon shouldn't. I don't know. It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's a hard one.
We'll see.
But,
we don't have to solve it. Luckily, they'll have to do it, and Copy does go into the pit lane. Okay.
Yeah, I think that's the right call.
Yeah.
I think that's the right call. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. What's Dragon gonna do here? Is he gonna pit as well? It looks like it. Presumably he will be aware that Copy is pitting, but yeah, he does decide to pit as well, as El Sunny gets 5 more seconds to add on to his 6 that he already had. So what was looking like a certain 4th place is now going to be maybe not even any points at all.
Yeah. Yeah. But listen, Meepo's in great shape. Okay. That's what we care about. Why is everyone in such a hurry? It's literally a safety car, guys. What are you doing? Oh, you can't see it. Crystal's got a speeding for.
I did see his penalty pop up, but
okay.
for me he's doing pit lane speed limit on track at the moment. Is Crystals, which is entertaining.
Nice.
Oh, and he's just driven. Wow, his decent car has just driven into the wall, presumably as he went into his pit stall. So that's interesting. That's good stuff.
That's good game. Good game. It's not like we hadn't gone used to it. I will never forget the one time. Never forget the broadcast of Spa where you had the camera.
Oh yeah,
and we were going through Stavilo, and I'm just like, oh my god, they crashed! And it's like nothing's happened on your screen. It's just like no.
Yeah, telling everyone to ignore the big crash. That's.
Oh no, no,
that's
it happened on your screen, but you just expected
yeah.
it, right?
Yeah. Because it had already happened like 3 times before. So
cars
yeah.
mounting each other, I'm just losing it.
Yeah.
You just develop a resistance to it. It's Oh man. And now Sonny and Marion are overtaking each other on the safety car. Please tell me they didn't get the bug.
That would be really sad, wouldn't it? Because yeah, Marion's suddenly right back in this race. He's got no penalty either. So yeah, Marion in good shape.
Yeah, but he's sticking to the mediums. So either he loses like all of those places, or he stays with mediums. I would stay on mediums. Likely not going to win the race, and that makes it easier for Copy. Not a straight fight between him and Dragon anymore. If Marion's between him, to give him some room. I imagine it's one more lap of the safety car. Yeah, the grid hasn't sufficiently closed in yet. So, yeah. We'll see. Yeah,
I wonder if it's going to be at the end of lap 25. It has to be because you can't have a safety car with 2 laps to go.
Crystals goes for the pit lane, and this time he managed to brake before the line. Very nice.
Is he trying to serve his penalty? Is that what he's doing?
Probably, yeah. In the end, he's just gotta get old tires. I would kind of be amused. He is serving his penalty.
If he goes back on the mediums, that would be entertaining. But presumably he's putting on a new set of softs.
Nope. Why am I getting called? I don't use my phone. I'm sorry. I'm still here. I just need to play something to see if it's urgent.
It's a robocall, I'm sure.
No, it's a contact.
Okay.
I usually don't add the robocalls into my contacts. It doesn't. It's not something I do.
We have Def.
Oh no!
Everyone. Yeah, I was gonna say. I think he's trying to get his lap back, but you're not allowed to do that. So unfortunately, Def has been disqualified from the session.
That Banks 45 moment, right
yeah.
there.
That Banks is now not the only person to have
done this.
Tried to do that in SLR history.
Legendary moment, honestly. It's gone down in the SLR Chronicles.
Chief's also going to get a really good result thanks to that safety car. I should mention that.
Yeah, and he's part of the admin team, and the admin team decided to turn it on again, Just have to connect the dots. In Russia, exactly. Everything is a conspiracy. You said it yourself.
It is.
Yeah.
Safety cars in this lap, even though Tilda's not caught up to everyone yet. He'll be trying to now. But Copy presumably will be heavy favourite to win this race. He's got a couple of cars buffer between himself and Dragon, who is his only real contender. Well, Makenda as well, actually. I should mention Makenda because he's going to get a podium by the looks of things if he can manage to pass Marion.
I don't think I've mentioned him a lot, only in the fight with Tipsy and Crystals, but he's looking in good shape after that terrible qualifying. And now Copy does go really early. He's already pulled away Crystals. What are you doing? You didn't even restart the race. He gets a penalty. Copy with a brilliant gap there as Dragon already makes his way past Marion. Marion on those mediums really not able to give it much. The grip just isn't there anymore. You can see the McLaren plummet. There's Dragon on the inside into 2 and he gets the move done. Now Makenda will look to try and do exactly the same. Marion will be left to dry on the outside potentially. Makenda does not find the space on the inside. He can't expect him to move away and he does not. So Makenda maybe he can get the cutback. Slipstream overtake. He is using it all and he's making it work. So up to 4th net, 3rd position for Makenda, who will score a podium unless all hell breaks loose for him. Copy well ahead up front. Sonny keeping up, but the penalty makes it irrelevant. And Meepo in 6th still holding on now. A disconnected Fox getting overtaken by Tipsy. Always worth a meme. Oh, Tipsy almost wins.
Yep, he does save it though. 3 seconds of penalties for Tipsy, so Chief is going to get that position certainly, and he's going to get one from Meepo as well, I think, by the looks of it. But yeah, with a lap and a half to go, Copy looking very good indeed. Is he going to be attacked on track by El Sunny? That's the question.
Oh, is that an attack from Tipsy? Never mind. Okay, I thought Tipsy was attempting something on Crystals. And I wonder how Sonny and Copy are gonna play this, because Sonny, I mean, he's got an 11-second penalty. Like, he's just gonna be last, I'm pretty sure. So, unless something happens, so this doesn't really matter what he's doing here. But he might just still want to win on track for, you know, for the experience. And Copy does not need to defend that. I don't think we're actually getting into the situation where that calculation becomes relevant, because Sonny not close enough to Copy in the end here, and we only have one more overtaking zone realistically, which is the back straight. So I think Copy is safe even from the guy with the penalties. Makenda not able to find his way past Dragon, so I think we're just getting a Copy Dragon Makenda podium.
Yep, I think we certainly are, and Marion is going to get P4 by the looks of it as well. And Chief P5. Chief now all over the back of Meepo. And I think that's how it's going to end. Dragon has had a very good effort at making his way to the back of that little train. He is going to get there, but I think it's too little too late. He's got half a lap to pass 2 cars, and I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately for him. Makenda also hanging on to the back of the Alpine. And unless somebody gets a last-second penalty, which they can in Russia, it's possible.
Oh, Meepo!
Has died.
Meep, no! Oh no.
Meep, no.
I've not said that.
So Meepo, I think that gives El Sunny a position at least. That's something.
He's getting a point for his efforts, which is very nice. And yeah, Copy 2 corners away from a race win. I don't think he's won in a long time. I don't know if he's won this season. It's the youth dementia kicking in. But he comes across, and I've compared him to Bottas earlier on. He wins in Russia, which makes the comparison even better. Dragon finishes second. Nice one from him. And then Makenda recovers as well. Marion across the line. He somehow still salvages P4 out of this, even though he was, I counted him out like 3 times. Ocean Chief, the booster shot, puts him in 5th. And Tilda is 6th. Then it is Crystals, the loser of the Battle of Ireland. What just oh, you can, that 20-second flag is surely a bug. That's a 20-second penalty.
I imagine so.
Finishes 8th, and then I forgot who we had. Fox and someone else.
Yeah, not really Fox. Fox is
Sonny,
the DNF.
Meepo. There you go.
So yeah, it's then Sunny, then Meepo. So yeah, Tilda we didn't mention at all basically the whole race, but he got P6. And yeah, Chief gets P5, 5G and P5. Good stuff for Chief.
Nice. It's just OP. It's just Bill Gates is crew chiefing him.
Alright, driver of the day. My driver of the day is Dragon. What about you?
Either Dragon or Copy. It would have been a 50-50 to me, but because you just instantly said Dragon, I'm fine with that. I'm going with Dragon too.
Yeah, a copy is possible as well.
Yeah, it's just like with Dragon, the only reason I wouldn't like it's just because of the manner of the last to first or last to second, because he was 5th. Yeah, I mean, he was 5th after lap 1, but it was still a really good drive. So
yeah, I don't want to give it to Dragon because he made up the most places or anything like that. I wanted to give it to him because yeah, he drove a really good race.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And even if he qualified, that would have been a really good result. So yeah, I'm happy to give it to him.
Yeah, I agree, and I would shout out to Copy. Really nice drive. Good to see him back on top. Maybe he has won in the past races, and I just can't remember right now. It just feels like he's been close, but he hasn't gotten there. I'll have to look it up. In any case, congratulations to him, and I think we're moving to interviews if we have got any ready.
Yeah, we got a few. You might have to do this one because I didn't see him all race, because I saw a decent car instead where Crystals was. But Timo saw your drive, Crystals, and it was really good. So well done. And yeah, how are you feeling after that?
Oh, hello. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very good race, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, the 5-second penalty, I was quite sad about it, but yeah, I mean, it was fine. I mean, I was just getting pace lap by lap, as I'm not used without the line. But I mean, yeah, that was very enjoyable, driving with no assist. I mean, obviously even more than driving in Tier 2, that's true. But yeah, I mean, it was in general a good race. Well, I did some fights with the Tipsy Bomb and Chief, so that was a enjoyable race. Very good.
Yeah, it looked like a really good scrap between between the three of you, between the four of you, I think it was for a little while. But yeah, the 5-second penalty. What happened there? Was it just you just didn't see where the line was?
I don't know, I'm just gonna check later because I think like I went to 61 kilometers per hour, so yeah, just about a little more speed. So
Mhm.
yeah, that was quite unlucky. But yeah, I mean, everything was good. P7, I think, P6. I don't remember, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you were. I think you were P7. I'm not sure though. Yeah, but somewhere there. It was certainly a solid drive, and the fact that you finished with. I don't. Did you have any incidents at all? You didn't have any spins or anything like that.
No, I didn't, but at the start, like, I was involved with Jensen and the other guy because they were like
Right.
side
Yeah.
by side on the start, and I had nowhere to go, so unluckily I got damaged. So that's why I pit in the first lap. That was quite unlucky, but I mean, the pace
That
I
is
think
unlucky.
was good. Yeah, also the qualifying was very good. I
Yeah, you
just,
did what, a low 31, which is a good lap.
yeah, I mean, I could do better, but like in the last lap, I just misjudged the braking on the first turn, so I had to abort the lap. But
Mm.
that's how you learn driving without a line.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to pick your braking point and look for stuff on the side of the track to get your braking point and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna see you. We're gonna see you in more of these tier 1 races, hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully so. I think so.
Okay,
We'll see.
that's good. We got Singapore next, which is a little bit harder than Russia, so
Yeah,
that'll
definitely.
be a challenge for you.
Yeah,
All right.
hopefully I will get even better result.
Yeah, absolutely. Well done on the drive today, and thanks for talking to us.
Yeah, thank you. No problem. See you.
Bye bye. That was Fedevara, aka X Crystals, joining us on stream. Who else we got? Should
What?
we get?
Why does he have
Oh.
such a low voice? He's like 6 years younger than me, and his voice is like lower than mine. I'm actually shocked.
He's from Italia.
They all have
He's
low
they talk
voices
in
there.
Italia. They do, yeah. Apparently, I don't know.
Okay,
Maybe
whatever.
not.
Maybe.
Speaking of low voices, he is the P5 man today, Mr. Ocean Chief, with an excellent drive in the end, no penalties, and that ended up paying off.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Yeah, it was like half a field, so P5 seems about right.
Half of P10.
Yeah. Yeah, I started this week hating this track, and then at the end of the week, I love it. I really do like it. It doesn't mean I'm fast at it, but I just knew today, with me and Bob were in VC, I said, let's do our thing. We just feed off the bottom of the tank. We unfortunately it didn't work out for Bob. He got front wing damage in lap 1, turn 1. But I was able to keep it clean. I didn't actually even get a warning, I don't think, in that race.
Okay,
Which
that's pretty good.
which is a miracle because the last race I did, I got a penalty. I was the first guy to get a penalty, like lap 3 or something.
Yeah, no, it's and I guess the safety car at the end just that was all your Christmases come at once. With the result, I don't know where you would have been without that, but I don't think it would have been P5, right?
Yeah, I think it was looking like P7, but yeah, it's late safety car. I didn't know what was going on in the race. Like when the safety car came out, I didn't know if it was good for me or bad. I was thinking, I just knew I had to pit on that last safety car because if I didn't, I would just be swamped. And yeah, it worked out because I had a big enough gap behind, and it was kind of no man's land at that point. So yeah, the safety car kind of brought me back into it a little bit, and yeah, it was a good race. It was disappointing to see the turnout for this one. We're hoping.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of working on that. I reckon in the next few weeks we'll get that back on track again. But yeah, it's tier 1. It seems like everybody's afraid to fight it out with these aliens. But here I am, the beacon of light.
Well, it's no assists as well. I think people are intimidated by no assists, but hopefully more people decide to give it a go because it is a
Yeah.
fun time.
Yeah, I just hope it was a good race for you guys. I'll watch it later as always.
We had fun. We had fun. We had a a tipsy Bob Fox moment. So those are always a good time.
Epic. I don't know if you saw like the last lap there. I was like Crystal was harassing me, something shocking, like basically pushing me through the last 2 corners, and I actually thought I thought I was gonna spin out going through the penultimate corner because he literally was just all I could see in my mirror was red, and
Okay, but Timo might have seen that. Crystal's was desynced for me
I
for some
haven't.
reason, so he didn't.
Oh.
I'm
Okay.
sorry, I haven't.
you just have to take my word for it. It was very epic.
Sure.
Top 5 moment if ever I saw one.
Let the old man talk. I'm sure he knows what he's talking about.
No, I had my booster job today. I'm slightly. I was saying like where you
We
get
joked about it
the
a lot. Yeah.
We did.
We made
you
a
know where
lot-
you get the motion blur. You can get the motion blur setting on F1. Like
Mm-hmm.
I have it off, but it was on today because of the booster job. I was just saying like we use tracers. It was like, hey,
Nice. That's good. Yeah, you said your arm was dead before the race. I didn't think you were racing, but then
Yeah.
then there you were. So that's good.
Yeah,
yes,
I-
stiff. Yeah.
I was speculating about like them calling it the booster shot because it gives you boost when you were on course for P9 in qualifying, then you fell to 10th, and I was like, okay, I guess it was wrong. But then you got
It's
P5, so
It was wearing off, and then I kind of got another, what do you call it? Like a
So
Sick.
every 6 months, Chief is just gonna be in P5. Heard it here.
Yeah, we were wondering because it was looking like you might get P9 in qualifying. So we thought maybe for every shot you got, you'd go one place further up, and then by the end of the season, you'd be you'd be world champion. That's,
Yeah, you just
and then I
like
and
a
I
truck
with
with
COVID.
a truck with BioNTech gets stolen, and it was Chief. He's just trying to get insane at F1 game.
Yeah, I'm going for stem cell treatment next weekend, so.
okay. So we can expect some more fireworks for Chief. So it's,
Indeed. Thanks, guys.
all right. Well, thanks for talking to us, and yeah, well done. And we'll see you next week.
All right, bye.
But
Bye. All right, that was Chief. How are we doing for time? Are you?
I am like
Are you struggling?
Sort of in a hurry. Not much, but like sort of.
All right.
Yeah.
I think we'll probably call it there.
Okay.
I'm sure. Yeah, we'll get to the people that are in the interview channel next week.
Yep.
But yeah, that was an entertaining time. I had fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Russia delivering us the late safety car, which no one thought possible. I'm sorry. Yeah, well, I could have seen it coming. I called you crazy, but you were right in the end. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed the 2-lap sprint. Next week, we will head to, I have no idea, Singapore, I think.
Singapore, yeah, Singapore.
Well, Tara
In
will
case
be
no-
happy about that. I don't know if the drivers will be. Should be. It's fun if you get the hang of it after about 40 hours. And so make sure to put in the 40 hours and be on track. And we'll see you then. Thanks for watching and have a good evening, everyone.